So I'm gonna say this, as far as men and achieving financial success and all that go. So I think that men need to first of all figure out what it is you want to do in life, right? I mean, you should have a passion, find it early. I think your job should lead to your career, and if you have a job, put yourself in the best position in that job so you can have the financial freedom and as far as moving around your hours and what you need in order to do your career, to work towards your career, because the higher you are in a position in a job, the more flexibility you can leave, take time off, you call the shots, you're in a good position to achieve your goals outside of that job. So that, for one, is thing. Another thing that's important as men, what kind of life you want to lead. That's a very important question you need to ask yourself. I'm not talking about material possessions. I'm talking about what kind of life you want. The Lamborghini, the Porsche, the car, that's just a status. I'm saying the lifestyle. Do you want to be one of those guys that's happy with small house, white picket fence, going to farmer's market, doing your little thing? That's great. Or do you want to be on a top tier level? You want to be one of those high value men, as they would say. So it all depends on where you think you want to fit in life. Secondly, don't have distractions. You can have entertainment, but don't have distractions that take you off the path of where you're going. Nothing should matter more than that. Nothing should matter. Nothing should hold you back as men. Okay? And you want to lead, there's sacrifices you have to be willing to take and willing to make. Very important. I made a big sacrifice. I moved to another country, right? Because nothing was going to stop me from my goals. And I'm still trying to thrive towards it. I'm still learning. I'm still growing, right? So these things are important. So the first thing, like I said, is establish what kind of lifestyle you want. All right. And money is not the root of all evil. The person that's holding it and what you decide to do with it, that's how you should be looking at it. It's not the root of all evil.
I am going to keep my comments short and sweet tonight. I went on a rampage a few times, so I'm just going to keep it simple. Um, when it comes down to money, you will get to that point of maturation when you stop chasing money. That's it. Secondly, stop chasing low frequency items that equate to money. It's that simple.
Um, Becoming a success. Nine key skills every man should develop. This is the part of the game where I shut up. This is the part of the game where I learn, because a lot of the things that are going to be talked about are things that I did not know coming up and that I learned at a very, very late age. None of this stuff was taught to me, and none of this stuff is taught in households on a regular basis. We are just now getting this information, and it is just now becoming cool to do. This is the part of the game where I shut up and I listen and I chime in when I have a little bit of knowledge to give.
What?
That's my final thought.
I wrote down a few words: expectation management, empathy, interpersonal skills, situational awareness, and avoid putting yourself in unhealthy competitions where you get the least return on your investment in energy. When it comes down to expectation management, um, you got to go in with the expectation of not getting rich on one play, not getting everything right the first time, because the world isn't perfect, people aren't perfect, and outcomes may vary based on execution. So, in there, empathy is very key to developing very good interpersonal skills and corresponding networks and relationships. Success is definitely a relationship driven way of life. Success is a way of life. So you got to avoid putting yourself in unhealthy competitions where you again get the least return on your investment of energy. And overall, reading the room and maintaining situation awareness so you can know when your best opportunities are in front of you or your worst opportunities are behind you. And I think that amounts to being optimistic and versus realistic. Some things are better to own and some things are better to rent. Sometimes having access is better than ownership. So knowing the difference between those two is about responsible discernment, because discernment is a very valuable skill in order to be successful and maintain success. This is about developing a system of success and not just being successful in individual one-off efforts.